We're here. Round 1 of the Vintage Challenge. Versus Pascal. I don't know if he's streaming. But, I think he was on either a Jeskai or a PO last time. Here we do. Let's go. This hand's pretty reasonable. We're about a mox away from it being great. Maybe our preordain will help us resolve one. So he is on the Rug Xerox list from Echo Baron. We have to play around a Pyroblast and a Flusterstorm, but not much else going on. We're really looking for a second mana source. Playing out this Moxen is bad if he draws a Dak Faden off the top, which you could then Lotus into play, but it's fine. I know that the typical list doesn't play a trap, but they could very easily play one trap in this list. I am going to spin on upkeep though. I'm really looking for a Moxen. Perfect. Actually, just great draws. It's likely this actually might get Flusterstorm, the first Ice Whisperer, but that's pretty fine too. I think I would Flusterstorm this, but I'm a bit more of an aggressive player. Alright. I think that's a completely reasonable play by him. It does let him Snapcaster Flusterstorm if he wants to, so. Next turn we will have the mana for PO, and we'll probably wait till his turn, but we'll probably PO. That's a good draw from him too. Ooh, that's like a brutal draw. I guess we'll actually PO now because we want to make him crack the load. Ugh, God, it's so bad because he still gets a Snapcaster Mage and gets to hold up Pyroblast. It's really frustrating. I don't really know what we can do about it though. He's got 2 more counter spells. Because we know we have a PO on top, so theoretically we can end of turn PO, get him to blow a counterspell, and then like go on our turn. But the problem is he's got the Snapcaster Mage. Really bad for us. I think we're still going to do that. We need to start getting these counterspells out of his hand. So we don't really have very many choices. I can get this Black Lotus out, but he still gets to Snap Fluster and hold up Pyro, which is like the easiest one for him to hold up. So I'd rather him I'd like him to tap out this turn, so he has to use Snap Fluster on my PO right now. That seems fairly unlikely. Bottom's a good sign. So it looks like what's going to happen is we're going to PO, he's going to Pyroblast it, we'll untap and PO, and he'll Snap Pyroblast it, and we have to kind of fight through there. Maybe we don't PO again, maybe we just cast Night's Whisper. I won't tap my top this time because I'm very sure it's going to get countered. He might go Snap Fluster, but I didn't think he would. So we draw a PO, which we can't resolve still because he has Snap Pyro or Snap Fluster. What we can do is we can end of turn it again. He will be able to get resolve Dig Through Time though. I think that's actually fine though. I think we're okay with, like, if we let him Snap Fluster here, it's too much damage. I'm cold. I should turn the heat up. This does let him hard cast a Force if he has it though. So we know he has Snap and Dig in 2 unknowns. This is a really rough matchup to start the day with. I think we're the underdog in this matchup by quite a large margin. So he'll probably fluster here. Yep. Alright, so 2, 6, 7. We'll go to 10. We're not dead, but we certainly need a lot of help. Oh, he has an Ancient Grudge too. That's pretty bad for us. This matchup's so bad. It needs to be a Moxen. This matchup is really, really bad for us. We have to board out Tinker Blightsteel. We're going to board in Karns and Flusterstorms, and we're going to board out one island, and we'll board out Hurkyl's Recall. And I kind of want to board in Mindbreak Trap, but I'm not sure if I have another card to board out. Really don't. I guess one Opal is fine, actually. Fine. We're running like that. This is probably the worst matchup we have in Vintage. This deck was pretty much designed to beat PO, so you can definitely beat PO if you design a deck to do so. It's gonna be a little rough. Well, maybe I can order that food that I was saying, but then I'm gonna leave everyone hanging. I didn't go buy food before this, so I'm gonna starve. Maybe I'll just get delivery. Maybe Bravo's right. So lazy though. Too cheap? It's so hard. I'm cheap and I'm lazy and they conflict and I don't know what to do. Is Pascal streaming? I don't want to go look. I guess I can go look in the dashboard thing. He used to stream a lot. I don't know if he's been streaming recently. He's probably like triple queued, so. I see him. He kind of stopped streaming recently. I don't know. Alright, we're at the play. We have a turn 1 Night's Whisper and a Force, so definitely going to keep this one. It's a pretty reasonable start. He mulls to 6. This is like our best card of the matchup, so. Those were not good draws. Those were not good draws. I guess technically if we hit a Moxen next turn, we can go off with our Academy, but man, hitting Ruby, she's so good. Game's probably just over. Unfortunate. Pretty reasonable draw as well. I guess if it resolves. Don't really want to expose this Academy. Pretty sure he plays at least one waste, one strip. I don't want to play the key because I don't want to expose it to a Dak because he drew one of his 2 Moxen. I can't crack this now. I should have cracked this on my turn. If I crack this now, he can respond by Grudge. Oh, he doesn't have a green mana. Never mind. If he had a green mana, I couldn't crack that, but he has a green mana. He does not have a green mana, so it's fine. We really need... I want to keep this opal. I don't want an opal. I don't think I'm POing this turn. Night's Whisper. I guess I can keep Night's Whisper and then crack away the opal later. I'm trying to set up a PO with some kind of backup, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen very well. Very easy anyways. He's going to have a grudge when he ever hits another fetch land. Common. I could crack and try to spin for a fort. No, it's not worth it. The best he can have here is Pyroblast Force, though. So maybe what I'll do is I'll spin for this opal, and then we'll just try to go for it. If I spin for the opal... If I spin for the opal... Still need to hit a blue spell. No. We'll draw the Night's Whisper and we'll crack away and we'll see where we get from there. We need to hit a blue spell kind of naturally. If he flusters this, we should... we're short on the mana to PO, which is pretty unfortunate. It looks like he has a fluster, though. Oh, he has a Spell Pierce. Interesting. Let's spin. So we're gonna have a Flusterstorm, and we're gonna have a Mentor. Wow, we got some good cards here. What we can do next turn is we can play Academy, draw Mentor, play Mentor, and then have Fluster Force for Mentor. That might be good enough. That could definitely be good enough. Dack Fading, huh? I'm okay with forcing this guy now, actually. If he forces back, he doesn't have very many cards to work with, and if he doesn't, I still have Fluster. Ugh. Fetch land's a little gross there. That means he has Ancient Grudge mana, and he can have Pyro still. Well, I guess Pyro's not good enough against Mentor. So here we have Mentor and Lotus. Is this a Lightning Bolt? So float, crack, Fluster. It's... Oh, he didn't fetch a... He had to fetch a Volcanic there, so he couldn't fetch a green source, which is pretty good for us. If he has Snapcaster, he can Snap Bolt. His last card or top card was Snapcaster. Nope, he was able to get green. So I think we're losing our Lotus here. Or is he Dack Fading it again? Oh. I'm sure his last card was a Delve spell, because that's usually how that works. Yep. So lucky, holy shit. I wish I could play Xerox like that, where all I do is draw my ancestrals. So brutal. Hopefully this resolves. It'd be pretty bad for us if it doesn't resolve. He drew 4 Dig Through time. Oh, I'm sure his last card's ancestral too. This game's gonna be really tough. I'm gonna get in with these monks. Not the big monk, but hey, Goblin Master, stream patron himself. All right, let's see what his last card off his ancestral was. Come on! This is such bullshit. This is so unreal. He literally cast Cruz into ancestral dig through time, force of will. That's into Snapcaster. This is oh my god. I can't. Literally, they always do this. Every single time I play against Xerox, they do this every time. Oh, it's just so brutal. I've tried to play Xerox. I've tried to play this deck, and I never ever draw that well. Ever. I get 3 lands, I hit like just bad cards because the deck is so frustrating. Alright, I'll hit Time Vault. He'll have no force. Come on. Oh, I knew I had Will, actually. Which is pretty good against everything but Flusterstorm. If this resolves, we're still in the game. I knew this was on top. I'm not gonna lie to you. Of course he has Flusterstorm. Why wouldn't he have Flusterstorm? We would have gotten back Lotus Academy, Ruby, Knight. Oh, jeez. We would have like probably won the game. Kind of nuts. Five, 8, 10, 12. Start doing some trading here. It's so like it just happens every time, and I just can't deal with it anymore. It's so brutal. He cast 3 ancestrals that turn. So we need to dodge a 4. Okay, yeah, okay, all right, okay. I mean, we're not dead yet, but we're pretty dead in like theory. Bring in the salt. Bring in the salt. I'm a pretty salty streamer. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's okay as long as I'm not being salty in chat or rude to my opponent. I'm okay with it. Once we cross that line, then people should yell at me. Yeah, I mean, we should play this. Give him something to mental misstep, right? The problem is we're not playing the... In our Niv Mizzet deck, we almost never chain draw 3s, right? I don't know. I mean, he hasn't really drawn great. Like, he hasn't killed us. But then again, his deck doesn't really kill us, so... Snap Treasure Cruise? Snap Treasure Cruise? Ancestral again? Oh man, I'm so excited for him. Ah, it's so beautiful. What am I gonna do in between rounds, chat? We're gonna have to wait like 40 minutes before this round is over. Did he draw Time Walk? It's about time for him to draw Time Walk. Ooh, I can now get something mental misstepped. God bless. I guess I should play this out to play around another Pierce or something. And a Flusterstorm. I don't really care. I'm over it. Oh, Pyroblast. Do I die yet? Lock here. Oh, I'm technically not dead yet. We're not dead yet. Until he plays Time Walk, then we are dead. Maybe I will just go run and get food. Give you guys the away banner. Tell my viewers to suck it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Just cast Time Walk, Pascal. We know you have it. Maybe I should crack a beer is what I should do. Don't slow me roll me like that. Just cast the Time Walk pre-combat. Alright, didn't have the Time Walk. Time Volt. Alright, we dead. Okay, we have like 30 minutes here, so don't worry, we're gonna stream the entirety of the Vintage Challenge.